HAFAK Radio.
HAFAK Radio. You're listening to HAFAK Radio.
The latest hits, oldest, greatest memories, latest gist, news, sports, information, all on HAFAK Radio. Who plays the biggest sound? We do. We are HAFAK Radio, 247 around the world, non-stop. This is HAFAK Radio, the radio for the society.
A wonderful evening to your great minds, and yes, it's a beautiful Thursday evening, and your girl Blessing Army is here to do her thing like she always does. Well, this Thursday evening, we'll be continuing our series on self-made millionaires. But before we continue, I would love to say a very big thank you for joining me and keeping up to date with me here on HAFAK Online Radio. And yes, it is the Ray Show, and we're cruising and getting inspired right on the show. Well, in case you're just tuning in, this is still HAFAK Online Radio, and your girl Blessing Army is here to do her thing, and I hope you get inspired the more, even as we continue with our self-made millionaire series. Okay, before we continue and dive into our tip for today, I would like for us to go on a short break, and when we come back, the word cruising. Don't go anywhere.
Hey there! Stay logged on to your number one award-winning online radio station, HAFAK Online Radio, the radio for the society.
Alright, you're welcome back from that brief break, and yes, let's not forget that learning is a continuous thing. There is no limited time. No time to learn is late. Okay, you can learn anytime. You can learn at whatever age. You can learn from whatever it is, from experiences, from people's story, from people's life, from life itself. Okay, because life itself, it's a lesson and teaches us, okay, some lessons and experiences that we all have to deal with. Okay, so because we're talking about habits of self-made millionaires or billionaires or trillionaires, like you want to call it, whatever you please to, let's not forget that being successful starts from the mind, starts from the mindset. Okay, successful people start from conceiving great ideas in their mind, to condition their mind to achieve those goals and lay out steps from through which they would achieve their dreams. And this is what we are trying to look at, those steps that those successful people, especially those self-made billionaires and trillionaires, what steps they have taken. Because the truth about life is that life itself operates in the law of cause and effect. What that simply means is there's a reason for every action, there's an action for every reaction. Okay, so if something has happened, that means there must be something that must have caused it. Yes, so there are steps that have been taken for men to achieve great success, and it is just normal law of nature that when you practice those same steps, you're most likely to achieve success. So in our previous episodes, we've been talking about so many things. We started the introduction, okay, we laid our foundation, and then we talked about the fact that you need to dream big dreams. Yes, you don't have to limit yourself. Okay, when you dream bigger or biggest, let me use the word, when your dream is very big, very large, you tend to achieve great things. But whenever you limit your imagination is free, so allow your mind to explore, allow your mind to think. Okay, and then you dream big dreams and have big visions and goals. Then when you're done with all of that, remember that it is not about having the dreams or ideas or visions. It's all about stating them down. That is penning them down. When you have big dreams and big goals, write them down so you don't forget. There is always this link between your hand and your head. Once you've written, sometimes it gets stuck on your head. Learn to pen down ideas that come to you. You never know which one will pave way for you. And also remember that you have to develop a clear sense of direction. That's the next tip we dealt with. That was last week. We dealt with that last week episode. Yes, so you need to develop a clear sense of direction. You need to have a direction of where you're going to and what you want to do. Well, today, people, we'll be talking about the next step and maybe move further. So the next step is see yourself as self-employed. See yourself as self-employed. Okay, I am the captain of my soul. I am the master of my faith. Williams Henley. What that simply means is that your life is in your hands. So you need to take responsibility of what happens. Okay, take your job, take that profession of yours, take that work of yours, take that trade of yours as personal. Okay, make it your own life and ensure that you need to take responsibility and see it as your own thing. Okay, the same way organizations employ people that are willing to take organizational goals as their personal thing, as a personal business. The same way you should see your dreams and ambitions and the actions and steps you need to take as personal. Take responsibilities. Okay, so from now on, accept complete 100% responsibility for everything you are and everything you will ever be. Refuse to make excuses or to blame other people for your problems or shortcomings. Stop complaining about things in your life that you're not happy about. Okay, enough of the complaints. Okay, enough of fault finding, enough of blaming people, blaming that your uncle for not helping you. Oh yeah, he's supposed to help. Okay, but he's not supposed to take up your whole problems. Okay, yes, refuse to criticize other people for anything. You are responsible for your life. If there is something in your life that you don't like, it is up to you to change it. It's not up to your mother, not up to your father, not up to anybody. You just have to change it. So that is what comes with being an adult. That's what comes with being matured and responsible. So if you're responsible, you take responsibility and accept that your life is in your hands. Okay, gone are the days that we talk about lives being in the hands of our parents detecting okay, you will be a doctor, you have to be a doctor. No, these days, thank God for our generations that we follow our dreams, follow our goals. All we need our parents to do are to just guide us and lead us, advise us and all of that. But most times you see people go to school and achieve their goals. Alright, so you're in charge of your life. The top 3% of Americans see themselves as self-employed, no matter who signs their paycheck. The biggest mistake you can ever make is to think that you work for anyone other than yourself. You're always self-employed. You are always the president of your own personal service corporation. No matter where you might be working or no matter where you find yourself working at. Okay, the truth is you're working for yourself, right? You're working because you need money. You're working because you need experience. You're working because you want to be stepping out. So you're working for yourself. So you need to take that as personal. Okay, you need to ensure that you see yourself as self-employed. Okay, so when you see yourself as self-employed, you develop an entrepreneurial mentality, a mentality of highly independent, personal, self-responsible, self-starting individuals. Okay, you see yourself as self-responsible, you see yourself as you're self-dependent, and you are self-starting individual. Instead of waiting for things to happen, you make things happen. You see yourself as the boss of your own life. You see yourself as completely in charge of your physical health, your financial well-being, your career, your relationships, your lifestyle, your homes, your car, and every other element of your existence. This is a mindset of self-made millionaires. Responsible people are intensely result-oriented. Let me take that again. Self-responsible people are intensely result-oriented. They always take high level of initiatives. They volunteer for assignments, are always asking for more responsibility. After all, the reward for hard work is more responsibility. Okay, so as a result, they become the most valuable and respected people in their organization. They continually prepare themselves for positions of high authority and responsibility in the future. You should do the same. Here is a question. If you were president of your company for a day or were completely responsible for results where you work, what one change would you enact immediately? What would you change? Whatever it is, write it down, make it plan, and begin implementing it today. This action alone could change your life. So, here's a line of action in regards to seeing yourself as self-employed. Identify your favorite reasons and excuses for not committing wholeheartedly to your financial goals. Okay, is there anyone or anything in your life that you're blaming for holding you back? Whatever it might be, accept complete responsibility for your life and take actions today. Alright, so yeah, that is the third tip we'll be taking, and then we'll move on to the next one. What do you love to do? What do you love to do? That is another way we could find out what your goals are and ensure that they're in line with your passion, because passion and goals and dreams and all of that, when merged together, produce success. Yes. So we need to find out what you love to do. When you start doing what you really love to do, you will never work another day in your life. That's Brian Tracy. We know Brian Tracy is a motivational speaker. She's actually good in motivating people, and this is what she has to say. When you start doing what you really love to do, you will never work another day in your life. Okay, that's more like you wouldn't struggle. Okay, because when you do something you're passionate about, you find it so easy to do. For you, it's no work. It becomes fun. It becomes something enjoyable. Okay, so doing what you love to do is one of the great secrets of financial success. One of your primary responsibilities in life is to find out what you really enjoy doing, what you have a natural talent for, and then to throw your whole heart into doing that particular work very, very well. Self-made millionaires are those who have found a field where their natural strengths and abilities are exactly what is required to do the job and achieve the results desired. Most self-made millionaires say that they never worked a day in their life. You must find a field in which you can be totally absorbed, a job or area of endeavor that completely fascinates you, that holds your attention, that is a natural expression of your special talent and ability. So find out what you love doing. Find out that thing that you could easily do without stress. Find out if you're waking up, okay, what is this thing you can do without stress? Even if you're sleeping, you don't see it as a disturbance, because it is something you have flair for, it's something you have passion for. And if you put all of your energy into it, I'm sure the result is just unimaginable. So that is why most of these millionaires, billionaires, or trillionaires, they actually find out where their strength and ability lies and focus on it. Put all of their energies into it to achieve it. Alright. So don't forget again that we are still talking about self-made millionaire, the habits of self-made millionaires or billionaires, and it has been a wonderful series. Yes, and don't forget, this is the HAFAK online radio, and you're listening to the radio show anchored by your God Blessing Army. Well, I have said so many things, so let's do a brief recap on what I have said. I've said you should dream big dreams if you want to become self-made billionaire. I have said that you should have a clear sense of direction. Okay, and I have also said that you need to see yourself as self-employed. You need to take responsibility for your life. You need to see that you are doing whatever it is you're doing. You're working for yourself, so you need to take it personal. You need to stop blaming or criticizing other people for whatever it is that is not going right in your life. Take responsibility. Your life is in your hands. Okay, so now we are dealing with the fact that you need to do what you love doing. When you do what you love doing, you don't see it as work. You see it as something fun, something enjoyable. When you're doing what you love to do, you seem to have a continuous flow of excitement, energy, and ideas to do what you do.